Welcome student in the session 2020-21. I am Rachna Siddha. I am going to teach you social and political life. This is your book Social and Political Life. I am going to explain you chapter number 2, Diversity and Discrimination. Diversity you have already learned in previous chapter. Here we are different from our food habits, color, caste, religion, clothing and so many things. But in India we live together. This is we called the unity in diversity. This you all have learned in previous chapter that we like to each other, we support to each other. This is called unity in diversity. In this chapter I am going to explain you meaning of discrimination. Okay? When diversity is not wholly appreciated, then it started to discriminate. Like discrimination means unfair treatment to some people or some other group. I will give you a simple example. You all have friends in your class? Okay? Yes or no? Yes? So if you like to eat roti and your friend like to eat rice. So if you think like that you are superior because you eat to like roti. But he doesn't like to eat roti, he like to eat rice. So if you think that he is lower, this is called the discrimination. Before our constitution comes in force, in India, there are in so many stages discrimination is there. Because some rich people don't allow to other caste people to go in temples, to take water in their wells and don't enter to their house. Don't allow them to enter their houses. All these things we call the discrimination. Diversity belongs to secularism, tolerance and mutual respect. If these three things are there, diversity always enrich our country. But when some people are doing not well treatment or unfair treatment to other people, then discrimination is there. This discrimination is not comes alone. This discrimination introduce our two new words that call prejudice and stereotype. Okay? Prejudice means a preconceived opinion. Preconceived means in ancient time there is some beliefs are there. Like if you are going market with your grandmother and one cat is crossing in front of you. So what your grandmother told? Wait beta wait. First passing to some other person, then we will go. Why? Because she think if we are going through this way, so we have bad luck or our work will not successful, like that. So her grandmother told these things and her grandmother told these things, and this wrong belief comes from ancient time to this. This preconceived opinion don't have any actual experience, don't have any scientifically proven things, but these types of prejudices comes from our parents, our grandparents, their grandparents. So this type of wrong beliefs are called prejudice. That are some wrong beliefs, some preconceived opinion that doesn't have any scientifically reason and doesn't have any actual experiences. The third one, stereotype. Okay, this stereotype means some fixed image to some other person or to some other groups. I will give you some simple examples. You have listened surrounding you that boys are strong, girls are weak. Boys don't cry, girls will cry. Boys will do that, girls will not do that. So all these types of fixed images about boys and girls. Like same that boys are harsh, girls are sensitive. All these sentences, if we have some activity, in your book also, they are giving you activity. So we will do this activity, okay? So this type of sentences you know in our houses, in our societies, many times we listen, we heard for our parents, grandparents, our neighbors, different opinions for boys and girls without knowing their strength. Sometimes girls are also strong, sometimes boys are also crying, but we say no, boys is always strong, girls is always weak. So this is called stereotype. So these three things, discrimination, prejudice and stereotype, all these have a correlation in between amongst them. Okay, prejudice and stereotype is enrich discrimination. If prejudice is there, if stereotype is there, then we will discriminate the people. Okay children, so in this lesson we just know about three new words. Discrimination means to give unfair treatment to somebody on their caste, creed, religion, gender, food habit, clothing, etc. Prejudice means some preconceived opinion that doesn't have any scientifically proven or any actual experiences. And stereotype means a fixed image when we make in our mind without knowing everybody. Okay, I think these three things are now going explained to you, and in next chapter I will tell you about discrimination in India and discrimination in world. Thank you.